Hive inspections. Those two hives that we put the hive bodies on, we're going to check them out today. Stick around, we'll show you how they're doing. Alright, here's one of the first hives that we added the box to. We're going to see if they've moved up in it yet or not. We'll be able to know pretty much the time we pop the top on this thing whether they've built, come on up or not. And as you can see, they have. But we'll see how much they've moved into it. If they're just covering these two middle frames, it's going to look pretty good, just with the cover on it. From the looks of it, the queens are doing really good. So pretty much all I'm going to do right now is just check maybe 4 or 5 frames out of here. That way we can check, make sure our queen's still laying good. All we need to really check for in here is eggs and larvae. If we can find some eggs in here, we know the queen has just been in one of these frames and laid, and we don't need to go any further than that. Couple bumps. These are all drone cells. Now you can take that as a good thing or you can take that as a bad thing. I take it as a good thing because the queen's laying drones in preparation for moving out. Let me smoke these a little bit more. I'm getting bumped a little bit. Just got stung on the back of the head. We got more drone brood and honey stores or nectar. I hadn't capped it off yet. We got worker brood along the side and over here, and more nectar. More work or drone brood, a little bit of worker right here. They're storing nectar in the cells. More drone brood. More stored nectar. Now some people might think that's a lot of drone brood. I myself ain't really worried about it because those frames had a lot of drone cells in them. We'll find out here. We're getting into middle frames now. This is where you need to really find your worker brood and stuff. And as you can tell, she's laying good. See all the worker brood? That's solid worker brood. There's a little bit of pollen across the top and a little bit of nectar across the top. And that side's the same weight. So that is a really good sign. We got a little bit of a drone brood on the corners down here, which is fine. So in just a few short weeks, probably maybe 2 weeks, I have to look at the video and see when I posted it. She's filled this top box up. So she's doing really, really good. We got nectar, drone brood on the side, or worker brood on the side, a little bit of drones in the middle, some more worker brood right here, and a little bit more drones. Now what I need to be looking for is fresh eggs and larvae. You don't always have to see the queen when you go in one, you just have to see where she's been. See, here's what we got. See right here we have a queen cell. Now normally if you have a queen cell in the middle of the thing, that means the queen, there's something has happened to the queen. If they were going to swarm, they would normally be at the bottom. See, there's 2 more queen cells right here. So I won't know till I get in the bottom. We're going to keep looking, see if we got any queen cells or fresh eggs or larvae in the bottom. If we do, that means that they might be preparing to swarm. Normally your swarm cells are going to be on the bottom of your frames. That's not always going to be the case, but probably 90% of the time they are. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 more queen cells right here. So either we rolled the queen last time we were here, there's another queen cell. So we could have hurt the queen or something last time we were in here, or either they're just freaking getting ready to swarm. If they're gonna get ready to swarm, we'll make a video on how to deal with that. More honey stores or nectar stores. And that last frame there is pretty much empty as far as any kind of brood. You might be storing a little bit of honey in it, but that's about it. Don't get over the top of it. It popped in the face. They sound like drones. They sound like drones, doesn't it? All right. Here's what we got right here. Another box full of bees. We'll smoke them good. This hive is queenless, like it looks like it might be. They can be a little aggressive. That's the reason why I'm getting bumped. I done got stung in the back of the head one time. Got one up my pants. You ever get a bee in your pants? Just crush it, get it over with. You don't want them stinging you into tender meat. That's a frame that I stuck in there the other day. It was already partially drawn out. All right, a little more smoke. By the way these bees is acting, I'm thinking they're queenless. But the thing about it is they had to become queenless after, probably a week or two after we added that box, because, like I said, that top box is full of brood. So the queen had to survive for a little while after we put that box in. And that queen was only a year old, because that was a hive that had to requeen itself over and over again. What we got is more worker brood, another 2 queen cells, more worker brood. This right here is pollen on the cells. So I can tell from just pulling these 2 or 3 frames out right here, this hive is queenless. Whatever happened to the queen, we don't know. She was doing a good job at one time. Yeah, it's queenless. They're gonna requeen herself. So we'll put it back together. Keep from opening the hive up anymore. But this hive is officially queenless. They have queen cells. I might come in this box, take a frame or 2 out tomorrow, and start another 5-frame new coat with it. Anytime you find queen cells like that on several different hives, you can always take at least 1 frame out and put it in a 5-frame box and start a whole new colony. You just have to shake some bees into it. It's best if you got some drone comb, you can add to it. That way the bees can have something to go ahead and put resources in while they're waiting for the queen to hatch out. So we're just going to put this box back together and we'll come check it again. If I don't make another split off of it, we'll check it again, and well, we'll check it when we come back and do that check on that 5-frame new. Because from the looks of it, they're about the same. They're along the same time frame as far as queen goes. So that's the update on that one. Some people would say that's not a good update because we were queenless, but we could probably make 2 splits out of it, 2 or 3 splits out of it. But if we do any splits out of this, we'll probably just do 1. So that's the update on that hive. We got this other one we're going to look at. Hopefully we still got a queen in that one. If we don't, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Alrighty, here's the other one. Fingers crossed, we have a queen. I see bees. They're not all over the top like the other ones, but as you can see from that other one, they don't mean a thing. Now this one here, I want to say I added these 2 frames or these 4 frames in. I can't remember. If you just watched that other video about when we added it, you know, you can remember it better than I can. Foundation not drawn out yet. Tell this has got drone brood on it before I even pull it out. Drone brood. This is capped honey, more drone brood. This next frame here is slammed full of worker cells. Workers. We got honey and pollen along the top. This next frame here on this side is slammed full of drones again. Now I want to say that when I added this in here, it was a drone frame. It had lots of drones in it. As you can see, just about 99% of it is drones, which is good because we got a hive over there that's going to hatch some queens out, and they're going to need some drones to breed with. Now you can take this frame right here, shake all the bees off. Well, we got a queen cell in this one too. So the queen must have died in this one also. But that's the queens actually emerged in this one. You can take this frame right here, shake all the bees off of it, take it and freeze it. And that's one way of controlling mites. But if you can tell right there, that's a queen cell that's hatched out. And she must has not hatched out in the past little bit. Matter of fact, there's 2 more queen cells on the bottom of that. So something's happened to my queens over here. There's a queen cell and that's a queen cell. This one right here is about ready to hatch out. I can tell by the way the bottom of it looks. Now see, those cells right there are at the bottom. So this hive might have swarmed even though I added another box to it. Worker brood, a little bit of honey stores. No queen cells on the bottom. Same thing on that side. So this hive might have swarmed and I didn't know it. So my swarm prevention might not have worked too good. Got 2 more queen cells right there. And they're kind of lower at the bottom, so like I said, this hive might have swarmed. Check the bottom box. We'll check a few frames in the bottom. When you set your box down, always set it on something. That way you don't get pine straw and everything else stuck to the bottom of your hive. Lots and lots of bees. This is a pollen frame. Lots and lots of pollen. More pollen. More pollen. There's some drone cells in there. more worker brood. I'm thinking this hive must have swarmed. I know it looks like there's a bunch of bees in here, but if I had to guess, being where those queen cells are at, I'm thinking this one swarmed on me, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. But we got lots of drones over here, that's a good thing. Now they say that the queen that hatches out of here will not breed with the drones that are in this box. So it's a good thing we got drones in that other box over there. She'll have something to breed with, plus any feral colonies that might be around. There's another big old queen cell right here. It's a good deal. Both of these hives are queenless. I'm thinking that queen over there, something happened to it, and this hive swarmed. That's what I'm thinking. If y'all got any other ideas on it, just leave them in the comments. Maybe you've seen something I ain't seen. But I'm pretty sure that's what happened over here. But they got plenty of honey stores. They got plenty of pollen. So when the queens get out and breed and come back, they'll be able to kick it off again. See, these two hives right here were actually off of those queens that I talked about in that last video about how the queens they kept requeening themselves over and over again. I don't think the queens were very good that I had. I got them from somebody here in North Carolina. Matter of fact, not too far from here. And I think I got 7 queens, and maybe 2 of them were good. So we'll close this hive up. We'll come back and check it. This hive and, well, the other 2 that I've opened up over here, and see how the queens are doing once they've gone out and done their mating flights. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Give me some likes. If you got any questions, put them in the comments. If you got any theories on what happened, put them in there too. We'll talk about it. Hope everybody's doing good. We'll see you on the next one.